Rhythm, the one point that I'd just like to highlight, which is the first point which was made today, the point that the Prime Minister made, the one point I want to highlight out of the multiple points that the Prime Minister made, Abhishek, is where he has said that we need to put human beings rather than economic targets at the center of our vision of global prosperity and cooperation. What this essentially means is that the Prime Minister has appealed to the G20 nations to first tackle the health crisis. If you can tackle that health crisis, then the rest of it can follow. And this also shows in the kind of speed and nature of response that the Indian government has shown so far. If you look at our response, we first tackle the health crisis, and hence our relatively quicker response of ensuring that there is a lockdown and the very strong attempt and effort put by the government of India, Abhishek and Shivani and Rhythm, at putting, people first in our approach and not waiting to think about the possible economic consequences of a strong and effective decision like a 21-day lockdown actually is the key differentiator at a moment like this. And while there are some people who are skeptical about why India reacted earlier than Spain and earlier than France and earlier than the United States and earlier than Germany, one must also look at the very clear reality that the only reason that would be done would be because the Prime Minister of India has put people first rather than immediate economic interests first, which also shows in the fact that the way in which he rolled out the economic package, the first was for the healthcare workers and the first was for the personal protection equipment and for the doctors and the nurses. I think now that the Prime Minister is playing a clear leadership role, Shivani, in this entire fight, I think the first point when he said the main challenge to fight COVID-19 is to put economic targets after human beings at the center of our vision of global prosperity and cooperation. The second point which he has made is also significant because the whole world is looking for a vaccine, and the process of actually putting a vaccine into the market takes time, Abhishek and Shivani. And hence, the second point the Prime Minister made is also extremely critical, where he has said to freely and openly share medical research and equipment, medical research and development for the benefit of the entire humanity. And hence, this gives us a sense of reassurance, and I want Shivani to take this forward, that should a vaccine be developed, or should in the clinical trials something emerge which can put a solution at the global level against COVID out in the public domain, that we will not allow corporate interests and we will not allow economic interests and we will not allow corporate profiteers to put that solution at a cost. The second point the Prime Minister has made in a very resolute way puts the onus on all the nations who may be quicker today in the attempt to develop a vaccine to make that critical commitment that when a vaccine will be found, it will not be used for economic opportunity. It will be used for the welfare of the people around the world. So I think it's very, very, very important. This unique, humbling perspective that the Prime Minister has put, I think can go a long way.
Hi everyone, I'm Sujarita Kukreti. Thanks for checking out Republic World. If you would like to watch more show highlights and live coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the Republic World News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.